arms go around, that's right on time. It's tricky. It's tricky, 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 tricky. Oh. I just had to do that so I could say I rapped on the Capitol Stage Theater. Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here tonight in a rock and roll palace. Big shout out to my man Peter Shapiro. He's a hero. And I'm super excited to introduce the recipient of this year's Making a Difference Award. My friend, my sister, and my colleague, Pam Kaufman. For those of you that don't know, Pam is basically a badass. She's bad to the bone. She's the president and CEO of International Markets, global consumer products and experiences for Paramount. So what that means is she's responsible for Paramount's business across 6 continents, including their streaming services, studios, and television networks. And she also leads their consumer products and experiences organization, which means she oversees massive pop culture franchises like Paw Patrol, SpongeBob, Star Trek, and Top Gun, just to name a few. Outside of Paramount, Pam has been involved with the Pace Women's Justice Center for more than 7 years and a member of their advisory board since 2017. She is also on the board of Stella McCartney and, of course, my personal favorite, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Foundation. So like I said, Pam is a very, very impressive woman. And she has used her leadership position as a fearless and devoted advocate for social justice, for equality, and for women's rights in particular. She's basically amazing. I had the pleasure of first working with Pam on my book, Daryl's Dream, which is a children's book about facing bullies and finding your voice. And Pam will tell you it's a book that you all should get. Not just for the kids, some of us adults need help too. And I can tell you from my personal experiences, Pam is passionate. She's dedicated, and if you want something done, Pam is the one to ask. And basically, she is love, joy, fun, and enthusiasm personified. So it is my pleasure to introduce to all of you this year's Making a Difference Award recipient, my friend Pam Kaufman. Give it up.
Mr. McDaniels. Daryl already knows that I am a massive super fan, and I bet everyone here can remember where you were when you watched Aerosmith perform Walk This Way. They broke through the wall, and that happened. Literally, Run DMC changed the face of music. I'm sorry, I'm gonna need a little minute here. Thank you. But I have had the privilege of getting to know Daryl, and you should also know that he is incredible. He's a committed advocate for so many important causes, whether it's childhood literacy, anti-bullying, or the inspiring work he does across the Felix organization, which works with children in the foster care system. So it's really an evening, Daryl. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for giving me the award. Cindy mentioned the dream team. Nights like this do not come together easily, but they do when you have people like Doug Cohn and Emily Schmalholtz and the unbelievable Peter Shapiro for bringing us together in this iconic venue. My husband Scott and I, we like to think of the Capitol Theater as our second home, and it's really amazing to be here tonight. And on this evening in particular, when we are here to acknowledge this incredible organization and uplift the voices of women, I think it makes a powerful statement to be here in this venue. I'd also like to thank my great friends, Gail Tifford, Lisa Bernstein, Amy Rubenstein, and my sister Jill for being this evening's event chairs. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And you're going to hear throughout the night, we have to thank our incredible team at Paramount who made this evening possible. Thank you, Rachel Sandler. Thank you, Megan and Pakala. Thank you, Theo. Katie Shash made that video. I mean, come on, how great was that? And thank you to my dear friend Ari, who's here tonight producing the show. You guys are an unbelievable team and the best in the business. And to the Paramount crew at the VIP platform back here, thank you guys for coming. We all know we're really fortunate to work for a company like Paramount who is not only supporting tonight's event financially, but also encourages their employees to take time to support causes like this. It's a really big part of what we do. I'll just say, our company and our partners showed up tonight. Thomas Chan and the Playmates Toy Company is the marquee sponsor. They have been an extraordinary partner of this company and for me personally. I also want to thank Steph McMahon. I know the WWE team is here tonight. Thank you, Claude and Gary from VaynerMedia. Thank you to our American Dream team. Thank you, Kathy Kennedy and Frank Marshall for your unbelievable donation. Jake Franco, thanks, the team is here, and thank you to ACI and so many of you who have donated so generously to tonight's event. Finally, I'd like to thank my husband Scott, who's here, and my daughter Amanda. Thanks for being here, you guys. Alex is back in Denver, that's okay. So thank you, everybody. Cindy, I am so honored to receive this award tonight from someone who I respect so deeply. As Cindy said, we met over 20 years ago. Our kids were friends, our husbands were friends, we literally grew up together, and we still are neighbors today. And as we came to know one another, I developed a lasting admiration for the work that Cindy and all the lawyers and support staff do every single day at PWJC. It's the work of stepping in and changing the course of people's lives, one by one, phone call by phone call, one court appointment at a time. And as you saw, as you heard, they literally change lives. The women and individuals who walk through those doors at PWJC are turning to them because the one person who is supposed to be closest to them has become the one person that they fear most. They feel trapped, they feel scared, and in that moment, this organization gives them everything they need. They become a friend, they become an advisor, and of course a lawyer. And they do it all with their heart, and they do it completely free. It is truly remarkable work. This issue is deeply personal to me. And so over the years, I would always ask Cindy, what do you need? What guidance can I give you? What financial support? Like, what do you need? But in 2016, as our national discourse deteriorated, and in particular, our discourse towards women, that's when I said, Cindy, and asked, what more can I do? What more can we do? We all know what we're talking about. I won't say it. She said, you should join the advisory board. And the last 5 years since then, my admiration for their work has only grown. As you saw, they've expanded their services with new community training programs, assisted thousands of clients, and opened that beautiful new walk-in clinic, which I was so thrilled to be there in 2018. Their work is so powerful, it's so meaningful, and that's why I am beyond honored to accept this award. So, Cindy, thank you for this recognition. On behalf of you, all your clients, thank you for everything you, your team, Jana, I don't know where you are, Jana does everything. Thank you for everything you guys do every day. So, now, we have a concert to put on. This isn't a rubber chicken dinner. We're throwing a rock and roll show. So, I mean, we're in the Capitol Theater, so it's my pleasure to introduce tonight's performer. You guys know she is a Grammy Award-winning artist. She was most recently seen on Broadway in the biggest hit of the summer, Into the Woods. Hang on, this is really funny. A small world story, allow me. Doug Cohen and I first met Sarah, I swear to God, in 2007 when she performed in a slightly smaller venue. It was a conference room at the Nickelodeon offices in Times Square. Doug was running music, and he used to bring like cool new and up-and-coming artists to our offices, and Sarah Bareilles performed. Let's just say the acoustics were slightly different than that from the Capitol Theater, but oh my God, her voice and her composition, it was mind-blowing. And since then, I'm proud to say Sarah's been part of the Paramount family. She wrote a song for a little musical called SpongeBob SquarePants. Yeah, she did Harry Rubenstein. And she's appeared at our annual Upfront presentation, so it's really special to have Sarah here tonight. And of course, we all know her smash hit Broadway show, Waitress. Waitress gave a voice to women and survivors of domestic abuse everywhere and shone a light on this issue for an entirely new audience. We're so fortunate to have you here tonight, so please join me in welcoming Sarah Bareilles.